First of all, it's about loving yourself. And you've set up a life design, all of you, in one way or the other. It's about loving yourself. You're not going to find a man. Why? Because your soul's smart enough to know that it's sticky. It's sticky stuff. Just like finding somebody else is going to distract you. It's about loving yourself. You're not going to find anybody until you can love yourself. It's a beautiful plan. Look, if you're into statistics, look into the statistics of shaumbra who are single, or single without children, or single with children, doesn't matter. Why? Why? Because you have bad breath? No. Because you don't have much personality? Well, not at all. You got great personality. You designed it that way so you could have time to fall in love with yourself. So you don't need a man or a woman or anything else. You don't need a dog or a cat. It's about you. And your life design says, discover yourself. Now, I would come back on you and say, why are you so desperate for a man? Why? It's just going to be another lifetime with another one of those man experiences. This is the lifetime to be with yourself. Why not take that same passion and that same energy and invite your soul into your life? Instead of sharing your bed with a stinky old man, why don't you share it with your soul? Instead of taking a drive with a man and then having
Can you do both?
Yes, you can. Good question. But I know you on the internet. You're going to try to do man first, enlightenment second. 7-year-old with the fastest bike on the block. 7-year-old. It's not going to work. You already set up your life design to be with you. You're the man. Feliz Navidad. Enjoy life. I am that I am. All is well in all creation. Love yourself. Noel. Amen. What have you not experienced that you want to experience on the planet?
A relationship.
Relationship?
That I'm in right now.
That you're in right now?
Yeah.
You're in a relationship?
Yeah.
And do you think that if you make this choice for your immediate realization that the relationship will fall apart?
Yeah. There's at least a fear.
It would fall apart?
Yeah.
Why? How long have you been in this relationship? Like 3 days?
No, 4 years.
4 years,
Yeah.
and it would fall apart. Do you love this person?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you think that that realization is going to have an adverse effect on the relationship? Does this person think you're in a cult?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that could be a problem then. Is this person watching in right now?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. So that's interesting. So basically, what you're saying is, when the relationship ends, then you'll do your realization rather than.
Yeah. At the moment, it feels like it's this or that. As
really?
a crossroad.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, this is fascinating. I mean, and you know, the funny thing is, everybody here, everybody listening in can relate to it. Maybe not a relationship, or maybe it's their children, or maybe they just want to kind of go out with a drum beat, from their old human life or something. But there's these sticky things that are in there that they're actually not going to hold you back, any of you, because there's something, we'll talk about it in just a bit. There's something that is going to get in the way. It'll really scare the hell out of you. What if the relationship got better as a result of it? What if you had your realization, you didn't even tell this person that, oh, geez, I did it. You just kind of kept it to yourself. Mm-hmm. But suddenly you're happier, you're more radiant, you're more conscious, you're more loving, you're a better cook, you're better at the... How's your cooking skills right now?
Oh, good.
Good. Oh, really? You're even better.
There's a room
and
for
then
improvement.
you're better at cha-cha, and you know what? How is that right now?
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha, yeah, okay. But suddenly, and your partner is like, what is it with you? What happened? You went to Colorado and you came back the most amazing person. And so maybe it's not a loss.
It would be nice if it's a gain.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can't. All right, I'm an ascended master, so I have some hard time relating sometimes to the human, but why wouldn't it be a gain? Why wouldn't it be a positive? Why would realization, unless it's a crappy relationship and unless it's an old karmic relationship, it'll blow the crap out of those.
Well,
I mean,
may
if you're in a
happen.
bad relationship, you become realized that relationship will go away so fast, unbelievably, boom, like that. If it's an old karmic relationship, it's destroyed. But I don't think this is the relationship you have now. I don't think it's karmic, and I don't think it's bad. It's not abusive, is it?
You're mean.
I'm insightful, which sometimes translates to being mean.
Oh, I'm really
But
on the
this
spot,
is
am I
so
not?
beautiful. I mean, it's
Yeah,
playing
no,
in
okay,
so
go
well
ahead.
to
Yeah.
the whole discussion today, because here we are, but yet there's that hesitation.
Yeah.
And it's generally not what you think it is, but here we are, and you want to experience the relationship longer. And there's 1,000 things I could say, but one of them is, why don't you experience a relationship with yourself in your realization? Isn't that what you came here for?
Yeah.
But yet this other relationship, you don't want to let it go. But maybe it won't. Maybe it'll get better. So do you want to make a choice, or we can actually wait if you want? I don't mind. I'm a very patient ascended master.
Really?
Had to say that. Yeah.
I'm not going to make the choice right now.
Okay. Good.
And I'm okay with that.
And I'm okay with that. When would you like? 5 o'clock? I'm kidding.
No,
you do
it's
not
okay.
need to make a choice.
No,
but
no,
it's so
I'm
perfect.
okay.
Thank you. Actually, you did.
No, and
me,
it's okay.
You did me and Shaumbra a huge favor. One of the biggest distractions in a realization is relationships. And there's always that concern. Somebody here is in a committed relationship. Well, uncommit. What is a committed relationship? That you both should be committed for being in that relationship, which is based on karma? So, uncommit. And this sounds harsh, but you have one thing to commit to right now, is yourself. That is it. Some relationships will go, indeed, and they should. Some relationships will come in new. None of it really matters, because what matters is what you've chosen in this lifetime. I will call it, actually, I have to throw them out of here. I would call it using a really weak and pathetic excuse for not having a realization when you blame it on your relationships. I think it's pathetic, because you're hurting that person more than you possibly know. You're in a relationship and you're like, well, I can't do my realization because I got to take care of my parents, my husband, my kids, my dog, whatever it happens to be, all the above. You're hurting them. You are literally sending out a psychic energy to them that it's their fault, that you're not accomplishing what you want, you're not having what you want. You set up a very, very bad dynamic, and it's a cheap and cowardly excuse. And furthermore, I don't really understand it. Why would a relationship go bad if you're allowing your realization? Wouldn't the person or the people in your relationship actually appreciate it? Ultimately, aren't you staying here to be a light on the planet? And doesn't it really start at home? Well, sure, there's going to be changes that they sense, and they're going to try to want you to stay the old way, but they're going to come back to you and thank you. They're in your life right now for a reason, and it's probably because, in one hand, they're providing kind of a support mechanism for you, and on the other hand, they simply want to be in your light as you come into realization. So I scold any of you any of you who are basically using a relationship to delay your realization. It's a very cowardly excuse. And I know those are harsh words, but very true words, in my opinion. Allow your realization and watch what happens in the relationships. Letting go of eons of karmic baggage, for one. That doesn't just affect the one person, but it ripples back through your entire ancestral line. And it ripples into the future as well. I'm not saying leave your families. I'm saying serve yourself right now. It is not selfish. And Calder's reminded me, he just wrote an article about that. Serve yourself right now. It's not selfish. I simply don't want to hear any of you using a relationship as an excuse, like your lover is going to be angry or disappointed, or your children won't know what to do without you. Those are really cowardly. So, I know. It's warm in the room now.